What's going on? It's your boy YG, and welcome back to Apprentice to Free, where I'm here to show you my journey to financial freedom, to show you that it's possible to live the life that you want with research, reading, and putting what you learned into action. Because knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. And in this video, I'm going to be going over how I replaced some vinyl siding on my property by myself for my first time ever, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. But first, if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. So first, I'm gonna go over the anatomy of vinyl siding because it'll be hard to kind of understand what I'm saying in the video if you don't really know how vinyl siding works. So this is a piece of vinyl siding, right? This is the front, which is what you see from looking at a house, and then this is the back of it, which really isn't that important. So how vinyl siding works, it connects to the other pieces at the bottom. So when you're starting to put vinyl siding on the house, you start at the bottom and you work your way up. So they click into each other with this, it's like a little hook. You see how it hooks? It hooks into this piece right here, right? So this bottom piece on a different piece of siding would hook in through this piece right here. And this is where you nail in the siding to the house. So when you're starting, there's a starter shingle with a little hook thing here. It hooks right in at the bottom, and at the top, you nail in some nails and it'll hold the siding to the house. And then on the next piece of siding, this piece right here clicks into this piece right here. So that's how vinyl siding works. And when the pieces are already attached, you use a tool like this, it's a siding tool, to pull the bottom of the siding out so it unhooks from the piece of siding that is connected to. So right here is where you would pull it. See, it pulls, well, you can't really tell because I'm holding it, but you pull right here and it unhooks. And then when you want to hook it back in, you pull it and then push it in. So let's get started on how I replaced my vinyl siding. So a couple weeks prior to making the video that you're about to see, I had cut some of the siding off already, and I went to Home Depot to try to replace it, but the siding at Home Depot was too big. So I just cut a piece and nailed it on the outside of the house just so if it rained, water wasn't getting inside to the wood and damaging it. So we'll start from there. I'm gonna show you how to replace some vinyl siding today. So right here I already took some pieces off, and I'm gonna show you how they're connected. So the bottom of the siding, they click in to each other. So basically it starts at the bottom, you start at the bottom row and you work your way up. So on the bottom here, they click into that at the bottom, and you use a tool like this to pull it down and unhook it, because you see it's hooked right there. Well, right here, you see it hooks in, so you hook it in the bottom, and then on the next row above it, this bottom hooks into the top right there. You know, the way to attach the vinyl, you just nail it in. So I'm gonna take this piece out, show you what it looks like. So I took that extra piece of vinyl siding on, and I went to a vinyl siding store and found the correct kind of vinyl that I needed to use. So that's the starter strip right there. It's where you hook the first piece of vinyl on. So right now I'm just gonna find a piece that's big enough that overlaps this one like 4 inches, and make sure it connects to this. So I'm gonna put this back in there, find a piece that fits. So right now I'm about to cut a piece of siding and attach it to the house in the existing vinyl siding that's already there. So you want it to overlap the existing pieces of siding by a couple of inches so that water doesn't get under or inside behind the vinyl siding. So if the siding's here, you want to overlap a little bit on both sides, so it gives the water just a straight path down to go. There's no like gap in between that the water could get inside. So when you're attaching vinyl siding to an existing piece, you have to make sure that there's room and that there's like a continual line of this, because this can't overlap an existing shingle, because then it'll stick out. So you have to cut some of it off on both sides to make sure that it meets the existing siding. Same thing for the bottom. This piece right here, this can't overlap with an existing piece. So you want to cut some so it just fits right under an existing piece. And then you'll do that on both sides to make sure that you have a nice fit.
So I cut this piece to size. I'm gonna put this side behind there. Put this side over that side. I'm gonna put it in there, show you what it looks like, and then attach it. Well, not finished, but you can see I nailed it in 2 different spots. Put it under the existing siding. Put it overlapped. This is existing siding, and you always have to cut some of this here so it doesn't interfere with the existing siding there. And this is the underside. See, I should have overlapped a little bit more, but it should be good. So now I'm going to take the hook under this side and hook it up under here. This is where it hooks into. I'll show you what that looks like.
So after I nailed in the new piece of siding, put it under the existing piece on one side and overlapped it on the other side, I just took the piece of vinyl from on the next side up and just hooked it in using this tool and just punched it in, kind of going down the line. And then to check to make sure that it's snug and it's a tight fit, you just pull it out a little bit to make sure that it doesn't pop out. If it doesn't pop out, then you're good.
See it, but it's all hooked in, so you can't pull it out. It means I hooked it in correctly. Take your hand, make sure you can't pull it out. And well, this one cut a little bit, but again, not perfect. Color's different because well, Home Depot didn't have this siding. I had to go to a specialty store. They didn't have the right color. But you know what? Water ain't getting through that, baby. So have some pieces on the back, some holes in it. I'll replace those. I'll record it. Let's do it.
And the vinyl was attached. So as you can see, there was some holes and stuff on the siding on the back of the house. I replaced the ones up top, but I didn't want to record it because it's the same process. So you basically unhook the siding, pull the nails out, cut the new siding to size, line it up with the existing siding, hook it in to the existing siding or overlap it, whatever the situation requires. You just then nail it in at the top in these little grooves, and then take the existing siding above it and hook it in. And that's how you replace your vinyl siding. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. But as always, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up so YouTube shares this video with more people. I'm out. Peace.